So what did you miss at Jubilee today? Well, you missed one of those moments in time that we just wish could have stayed. We were tempted to just build little shacks, little huts that we could all just stay in forever and ever. We felt like we were on a mountaintop, and I say that not just because it was Transfiguration Sunday, and that all fits the story, but because there was something that happened today, a coming together of people, of music that was hold your breath, open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart. Beautiful. Jason and I preached together. We heard the story of the Transfiguration. Paul's letter to the church in Corinth, where he invites us to not be veiled. We did hear the story of Moses ascending the mountain and coming down with a glowing face and having to be veiled because in the presence of God, everything seems brighter. We are transfigured, we are transformed, and of course that's the Jesus story. And we talked about how sure fantastical and crazy that seems in 2019. But then we also started to talk about those moments that we wish could last forever. Even though they don't, beyond reason, we just want to stay in that hug, that clinch, that moment, that musical moment, that emotional moment, that bluebird farmer's market, sun shining, gorgeous moment. We just want it to last forever. So maybe we do understand the story. And we talked about what it is to see the world transformed, transfigured. We wondered, this idea of a glowing, dazzling, white clothes Jesus, is Jesus changing, or is the veil being lifted and Peter is seeing him for who he really is? Is that moment that we recognize God's presence all through reality? Is that what we're hearing about? Because we understand what that's like. We have felt that moment in times of joy and also in times of great vulnerability at deathbeds and in the embrace of a lover, in moments that are unplanned but so welcome. And it's as if everything is brighter, deeper, more connected, more meaningful. Everything in that great weight of meaning and of the universe, somehow the world even seems lighter. It's a mystical experience, best described in paradox. A moment that is empty and yet full. We talked about that today and wondered if we don't happen to have veils of busyness and cynicism and worry and fear around us all the time. And as we lift those veils of consumerism and of anger, we begin to see the world as it really is. Glorious. Connected. That mountaintop experience in the Transfiguration, it was a fleeting moment, and they couldn't stay there. But perhaps that vision is the very thing that allows you to go into the valley, to go into the real world where you're needed, and to carry on as if you are seeing the glow, the dazzling, the connection. I'm convinced that I can live in the world as it is because of those moments. I don't just hang on to them and try and stay in them. I recognize, though, that they come and they are evidence of something more. That life is holy and sacred. That's what we shared today. Jason was wonderful. Daniel created great music. The choir, there was a duet that would just, well, I can still hear it. And a quartet. And just today was that day. And I'm sorry you weren't here. There will be more days. I know that. We can't stay on the mountaintop, but we can carry the memory with us, and we will find new moments. And so I'm convinced there will be new moments just like today. But for this moment, I just want to cherish what we had today, and hope that we get to see you soon, so that together we'll get to share that next moment that empties us and fills us, that gives us life and acknowledges that we are something more. We are connected to something more than we can see. And as we lift the veils, we are only amazed and filled with hope. That's what you missed at Jubilee today. But hopefully you won't miss the next moment. Until we see you, God bless.